Hello and welcome back to the channel. This video is to discuss insulation and the importance of it and the things we do as a builder to help ensure that your home is energy efficient and is going to adequately heat and cool in the summer and the winter times. As you can see, I'm in a townhouse, recently insulated, and I want to start in the entryway because it's important. Front doors are always foam sealed around the frame where they enter into the house, and then drywall will obviously come up to this, and then trim will go over the top of that. Bottom plates are sealed to the floor so the air can come in through there. Headers and double studs and things like that are also sealed. Cavities up in there before they can't blow it in, and along the rim joists are sealed. Garage cavities are foamed in bad insulation. Common walls, not all garage walls are insulated. It depends on if it's a single family, multifamily. This is a multifamily, so this is obviously going to be insulated because it's a shared party wall. We'll go downstairs first. In the basement, we have insulation on the exterior walls, of course. They try to bring any type of plumbing or HVAC or anything like that to the inside of the wall and get as much insulation behind it as possible. Again, header joists, header cavities are caulked, sealed, foamed where the door meets, so that way no air can get in here. So a lot of people will see, you got a drywall return up to this point, and that drywall will just crack from expansion and contraction, and they think air's coming in through there, but it's not. It's actually just more than likely coming in. At the door frame itself, all windows and doors have some amount of leakage. It's just, the direction and orientation that particular thing faces. Let's run upstairs real quick. We'll talk a little more about it. You can see all of our double studs and top plates and bottom plates are sealed. Again, where floors and walls meet. Ceilings are insulated, and then the flat part here, after they drywall, they'll come in and blow in 16 inches of cellulose up there. Obviously you got to have something for it to sit on, so they need to hang the drywall first before that can happen. Any penetration that goes up into the attic will be sealed. Let's see, what else can we talk about? Sometimes you can feel on exterior walls air coming in through your electrical outlets and switches. Well, they do foam around those. It doesn't guarantee that there's not going to be some sort of airflow that comes through the channel, through the box. It's limited to a certain degree. It's just, it is a 3-inch deep box that sits in an exterior wall. So the back side of that is going to have minimal amount of insulation in it because it's, a 4-inch cavity. But, they do sell things like foam cover plates that you can put over your outlets if you want to try to mitigate that a little bit. Spray foam behind fireplaces where the build out is. Going upstairs. Again, any penetration that goes up through and into the attic is sealed. So for example, where ducting goes up in, where plumbing goes up in. Let's see if I can find an example of wiring that comes down through. Yeah, right over here. Okay, we got wiring that's been drilled down through to bring down for an outlet and a switch. They seal all of that. So once the lids, as we call it, or the drywall cap is put on, they'll come in and blow all that in. The cardboard bats up there, that's for ventilation, so we can get airflow up into the attic to pull that moist, damp, stagnant air up through the ridge vent at the top, or the box vents, clear back there. All right, that kind of explains a little bit of our insulation package. I just want you to be assured that there are no corners that are cut. We do a great job as far as our insulation contractor and making sure these are, I should also note that these have a preliminary insulation inspection, which would happen right about now before drywall goes up. And then there's a secondary insulation inspection after the drywall goes up on the ceilings, and the ceilings are blown in, so that's verified. And then they come back for a final blower door test. Sometimes they just do it off the design of the home, just to see how efficient the home should be. But it is verified. It doesn't mean that you know, that every inch of the house is inspected, but it does mean that someone comes through on multiple occasions to verify this. And then that third-party inspector also submits their report to the city, the municipality in charge, so that way they can verify it themselves. So there are multiple checks and balances as far as that goes. With that said, I mean, there's always a likelihood that what you're feeling as far as air infiltration is just like this. For example, these windows and that door face directly north. So obviously in the wintertime, they're going to take, and we've got no protection behind us. Nothing but cornfields and wide open, good old-fashioned black dirt from Iowa. There's going to be a minimal amount, or, you know, sometimes in high wind driven days, amount of air infiltration through those actual openings, because obviously, as you can see, the window frame only comes into the actual frame of the building about 2 inches, maybe a little less. Okay, if you have any further questions, let me know. I'll try to address them as I can. Thank you.